of your testimony. Correct? Understood?
Council kay mbe jikirin ko ibe continue la ka tonya doron ne fo ila diamo be kono mbe jikirin wala la fo yo fahamle bang hade nga faham bak.
Yes, I understand.
Yesterday, before we adjourned for today's hearing, you are talking about the events that were taking place or that took place at Fajara Barracks at the field.
Council kayan ko hakilo ba kan kunun janninga be ngonin data mbe diamu kan kuwolle la menu kita Fajara sojar kordato ila keno kono je mbe wolle kumolu fo kan kunun be janjal na tumo men.
You explained that Sana Sabali came after consulting with Edward Singate. He informed the group that was gathered that all officers, all soldiers from lieutenant to sergeant who were alleged to have been involved in the coup would be killed. Do you recall that?
Mbe hakilo bulandi la ko yenyim foko birin Sana Sabali nata anin Edward Singate diamuta anata nyine foko sojarolu men yalon ko kabo lieutenantolu sajinolu kopulolu anim makamati kotangolu men beje ye mennu muta ko ibe falale foy hakilo yo mutale bang.
Allow me, sir, to correct the interpretation. What I said was that Sana Sabali said soldiers from the rank of lieutenant to sergeant would be killed.
Pour que kumo seneyande ako Sana Sabali ko sojarul men be kabo lieutenant kana sergeant palasoto ibewlu falale. Hade.
Yes. And thereafter you were segregated according to category. The officers and sergeants were put aside and the other ranks were put aside. That's what you said, correct?
Akaimbe hakilo blandi la ko yenyum foko inatali fatanne. Menu munyaton kol ni sajinol ti yol ke karala lolu men yalon kol munyim makamati kotangol leti yol ke karala ifaye fo hakilo yo male bang. Ha hakilo ya male.
Yes, I recall that.
You also told us you were moved to the point where the execution was to take place, and you were paraded there, wherein they asked for that file to be put aside. Do you recall that?
Council ko hakilo be nyinkan ko inatali fintindi yali tembendi inyantali fala daming bar wotumolam inata lieutenant dot fal bondi ali kono yate ka afaye karala fo hakilo yo fana mutale bang. Ade hakilo ya mutale back.
Yes, I recall that very well.
The question is not whether he recalled. The question is, does that reflect what he told us yesterday?
Ako bitung amanke ko po fo hakilo blanta bari kunun yewole fonyeng ila kuma kangulu kono. Hade.
Yes.
You also went on to say that after Fall was put aside, the order was given to fire at him, and Peter Singate was the first person to shoot him.
Yenyim foko bring ye Lieutenant Dot Fall bondali kono wotumo long inata nyin kangodi puru isa bung wotumo lem inata ate bung kidola fodum wo fanan ya fo yole fo kunun ila kuma kangolu kono ha ntelenga fo kunun.
And yes, Peter Singate was the first person to shoot at him.
Andun yenyim foko Peter Singate le mo foloti me ya bung kidola hade.
Yes.
You also told us that all the other soldiers who were lined up, who were armed with weapons, also fired their guns at him.
Yenyum foko sojar dolu men bebe temberinje men yalon ko kidolu bebulu ibe temberinje wulu fanalu nata abe nata bun kidola wotumole. Hade.
Yes.
That is as far as we went yesterday. Could you take your testimony from there? Can you now proceed? What happened after Fall was shot?
Council ka bitun kunun na diamolu dan tawoleto bitun sayin isi continue ila diamoni sede yaro la bring ye dot Fall bun foka pare munena take. Bismillah nsa continue ndido kabo woto kata nyatot.
I will continue from there.
Go ahead, please.
Council ka tenten silang kaboje.
Abriye Lieutenant Dutch Fall bondi karla ya afa ya bunge ya afa.
Once Dot Fall was segregated and shot and killed,
wo kola bundiri do nata che koto ke menni nying dot falla nyum bundiro te kilindi.
Then another shooting took place, which was different from this one that led to the death of Dotfal.
Before we talk about those other shootings, did Dotfal die at the instant?
Kansuliye nyinin ka nyina ko janimbe wo bundir dolu fola biriye Dotfal bum aniyo bota wo tembole to banga fata wo nol to bang
aniyo mambo wo tembo to la de.
He did not die instantly.
Tell us what you observed.
Kansul ko ya fonye woto ite mune jenum aketa nyadile
atatale fam meta.
It took a while, a long time.
Aba nieji kan aka sele bare aka jamfanyola le na nyo sele jenda ba jila aka me.
He was breathing but only gasping for air, and he was in that state for a while.
Can you demonstrate to us what you saw so that we would have a better understanding of what happened?
Kansul ko isa yitandina aka kenu nyadile purunsa fahamu kende ke eka satan tuli nyamin.
Wole muning a nieji na nyo sele.
This is what he was doing. He was breathing in this way.
Kame koto ke jenda ba kela koto ke teng.
He will gasp for air and take some time before he will take another gasp.
For how long did you observe this happening?
Kansul ko we wati jelle ta itela korosiroto abewo niji façon la nyamen tu momenna.
Na korosiroto ngamen kalamuta je abewo niji oto ntol nyinata la jele fo tole bundiri fulanjango dati.
What I observed was that he was in that state, gasping for air for a long time, and we had almost forgotten about him until the second shooting started.
So now tell us about these second shootings you mentioned.
Kansul ko silang wo bundir fulanjango menketa wo fonyeng aketa nyadile.
Bundiri fulanjango yalo yentol mo lieutenant londi karala ntol betoli mara karola.
We were segregated. The lieutenant were at one side and we were on their left side.
Lieutenant benye buluba karola.
Lieutenants were at our right side.
So ñun minu be buruba karola.
Those at the right side.
Bundiri fulanjango tembeta wollefe.
The second shooting was directed at them.
Biriye wolu bundiro keta.
Once those ones were shot, once the shooting started, we saw that a lot of people fell to the ground. But some did not fall, they were standing. Those that fell, those were there and their legs were moving. It's like they were shivering.
Dolu
Some, even myself, I felt something. Their mouths were making noise, but I cannot describe the kind of noise it was making. I was standing in front.
Sometimes
I will feel an urge to get to those people, and I don't know what was compelling me to make that move. But one Ablai AJ Dabo from Jara, he used to get hold of me because at that time, sometimes I don't even know what was compelling me to move. But I used to realize that someone was holding me from the back, but I don't look back.
So
in that situation,
we were
on the ground and nobody touched us yet. Then the third shooting took place. In that third shooting,
Lieutenant Jaju Momodu Lamine Jaju.
Lieutenant Momodu Lamin Jajo,
Will be Lorin Tulie Komala.
they were standing behind us.
Wo Lieutenant Jaju Anamonyo Dolu.
That Lieutenant Jaju and some of his colleagues,
Omujene personnel tintema wolu long.
they are GNA personnel and I do not know them.
Ka fonyoe koma je ngabori.
They were talking to each other and saying, let's run, let's run.
Bari wo wato lampolo fatale de lampo mantara malakande.
But at that time, the lights were off. No lights were on.
Lampol be farindula be dibiring ñunu bortal ntolo fa makalamunta ntofam be lorinda me makalamunta ndum ko ñunu borta.
The lights were off and the place was dark. So when these guys ran away, those of us, myself, I did not even know that they had run away.
Bortale fo e jamfotale wo atole kono gal nata kalamuta ko dolu bortale.
They ran for a while until they covered some distance before it was realized that in fact some people were running.
Briye wo kalamuta.
Once they realized that,
Ngaje Peter Singate adiamuta ako. Some of them are running away.
I saw that Peter Singate made a statement and said some of them are running away.
So sojarol be janjanta kampo kono.
So all the soldiers in the camp scattered.
Dolu tuta ntolu balaje.
Some stayed amongst us.
Wotole nata oda dinna ka fonye ko pour kanyim fré wol chika ke bondije ka ke gumbolo la moto kono trokolem.
That was when the order was given that these dead bodies be carried and taken into their vehicle, and we did that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Witness. You have said quite a bit, so now we have to try to clarify some of these things. You said in the second shooting, perhaps that should be interpreted before I proceed.
Council ko inumbara ya katabake barbitun silang kumolu men dolu fotaten mba katala pour ka wolu dolu seneyandi ka dinkira dolu fo ay koy molu maya faham akoto momenti.
Bismillah.
You said the second shooting was against some officers who were gathered there, and when they were shot at, some fell on the ground, and their legs were shivering. Do you know how many fell on the ground during that shooting?
Yenyum foko bundir flanjango nata ke tumo melna biriwo keta doron dolu boyta duma bitum melnu boyta duma yenyum foko dolu be larim bari be simulu sarikang so wo molu menu boyta wo nya menu be simulu sarikang ko mo jelle be larim je wo tumo wo nya menu boyta
wato kono hakilo se memmutano adun si mem fono wala mu nga men kala muta mo lulu asiato wotile.
At that time, what I can recall is that there was more than 5 people. There were more than 5 people on the ground.
Do you know which of the officers you went with were involved in that shooting or were victims of that particular shooting?
Akay fo nyillo na bang itaning officialu menu tata nyola ye menu bulandi moto la ye samba fo jumanyol le tarta wo mulu kono ye menu bungo nya menu boyta itaning menu nata nyola jumanyol le tarta wulu kono
nga mo klen kalamuta wolo kono wolem lieutenant baro o bundir fulanjango ate fata woleto.
There is one person I can recall who was Lieutenant Barrow. He died in that second shooting.
Do you know what happened to the other soldiers who were shot and they fell to the ground?
Akay yalon na bang sojar dolu men yalon ko ye bung iboyta duma ko e barota fo nyam melni baro manke kilenti wolu foyolu fanal lon na bang
wala mu national army wolete nte ke jolente ngadu ngalonde ko ñunu mu sojaro lete min yalon ko national army lem bar me tolu londe.
They were members of the National Army. I used to see them, and I know that they were members of the National Army, but I did not know them.
You also mentioned that in the third round of shooting, some soldiers ran away.
Yenyum foko bundir sabanja waketa tumo melna sojaro dolu fanal sotontale melnu borta ye jebula
Hade.
Yes.
And you mentioned a name, Lieutenant Jaju.
akaye yemmo tofo ikafumeye Lieutenant Jaju.
Ade.
Yes.
Let us clarify this point. In your earlier testimony yesterday, you said that when you arrived at Yundum Barracks, there was a round of fire against your vehicle, and some of the officers you took there ran away, and you mentioned Lieutenant L.F. Jame and Lieutenant Jaju.
Akaye bring allamoto nata fali futata Yundum la wo dinkirato bundato ya ali bun daming yenyum foko biri alla moto bun mofula sotonta men ya lonko ye cipenta kabo moto kono i borta wala keta Lieutenant LF Jammeti aning Lieutenant Jaju yolu fole nun kunun fo wolem bang.
So we want to clarify this particular point. At what stage did Lieutenant Jaju run away? Was it at Yundum Barracks or was it at Fajara Barracks? As far as you can recall.
Akayen lafta janne seneyandila. Lieutenant Jaju aborta min tole, aborta Yundum Barracks biri yalla motolu bungum ijita ye bori fodung aborta Fajara Barracks le.
Lieutenant Momodu Lamini Jaju borta Fajara le. Elef anindoni National Army mamellong wole kanata Yundum Barracks.
Lieutenant Momodu Jaju ran away from the Fajara barracks. Lieutenant L.F. Jame and the other soldier that I do not know were the ones that escaped at the Yundum barracks.
Thank you very much for that clarification. Then you went on to say that in that commotion with some of the soldiers having run away, you were gathered together and then ordered to pick up the fallen soldiers and put them in Gumbolo's truck. Do you recall saying that?
Akayen inumbara yo kuma kamalu menu funya bari bitum bring bundir sabanjango keta hanufo dolu borta ibotali kono je utumole menu tutaje inata falien ko pour aliyo furewlu cika aliye bula Gumbolo la moto kono aka fo wala keta bang
hade aketa wala nyama.
Yes, that was
let us correct the interpretation a bit. The question is that they were ordered to pick up those who were shot and put them in the truck, in Gumbolo's truck. The question was not that to pick up the dead, because we were not told whether they had died. Only one person, we were told, died in that third shooting, or rather second shooting, which was Basiru Barrow. So I just wanted to clarify that. So the question is that they were then ordered to pick up those fallen soldiers who were shot and put them in Gumbolo's truck.
Amunta bedamen senandi kan wolem nyinti ko birim bundiro keta hanufo wo sojaro lu dolu boyta duma isayin inata falem pour allié cika menu boyta pour allié cika allié bula Gumbolo la motokono fo aketa wala nyama
aketa wala nyama.
That was the way it was.
So tell us what happened after you received that order.
Ako bitun afonyeng biriyo kango dialla mune nata keje
biriyo kuma kango di pour kanyum frewol cika ka dundi Gumbolo la motokono.
When the order was given for us to take these dead bodies and put them in Gumbolo's truck,
nte tatale moño dol tatale sojaro dol tata minube loring lieutenant no fangol dol minube loring aning Ablaye Eje Dabo
I went,
tatale
some of the soldiers went, even some of the officers that were there also went.
Ka frewoli cika ka dundi Gumbolo la motokono mu trokoleti de ku jamale to waramale.
We took the dead bodies and we put them into Gumbolo's truck.
You saying Gumbolo's truck. Can you explain how that truck came to be known as Gumbolo's truck?
Akaye council ko iba fo kanko Gumbolo la moto ba truck. So afanye mbango moto nata kenyadi le munana inata ikafaye Gumbolo la moto munana kofaye
me yati na ikafa telemu driver to minka wo moto nyim borindi.
Because he was the driver you driving that car, that truck.
Could you explain that again, please?
kayen ko munan na wo moto ba muna nata kendi hanfo alikafo ko gumbolola motolem muna yo tosi moto nyimma
moto nyimma driver minka borindi minka o moto borindi wala mu gumbolo sajin gumbolo
because the one that drives that truck's name is Sergeant Gumbolo.
To whom does that truck belong to at the time?
Ako wo moto jumale tamu wo moto ti nun wo tembo wo kolo be kala tumomen
wo moto nyin benung nyin na kabirin sandar mori taimo abran nata kutama ate gumbolo ya di wala ni wo bebe driving section ne kono.
That truck, when it came newly, it was given to Gumbolo to drive, and both of us were in the driving session in the gendarmerie.
From what you have said, do I take it to mean that the truck belonged first to the gendarmerie and then later, of course, to the Gambia National Army?
Ako amunta abe nyinjela ko wo moto follow birana ta kutama abe gendarmerie lebulu ya di wollela nyin labam la long anata sawn kadung Gambia National Gambia sojarolu bulu fo aketa wala nyam ban
moto nyim biring folo akutama nata be gendarmerie bar fo ya transfer kuma mam fo nyala de bari wo wato kono sojarol ye o dade di gumbolola moto be wole bulu pro ayna kanyim fre wol chika.
When the truck newly came, it was under the gendarmerie, and I cannot tell whether there has been any official transfer to the army. But on that day, the order was given to Gumbolo to bring that truck to take these dead bodies.
So when you talk about Gumbolo's truck, you are talking about a truck belonging initially to the Gambia Gendarmerie.
Akaye wala mnyinti ko nibo moto la kumo follow moto nying amunta ya di Gambia la gendarmoro lela moto be wolle bulu wo kolalem nyin labam la atel kana fuko gumbolo la motolem bari amunta abe gendarmoro le bulu biranata.
Ha.
Yes.
Okay. Do you recall how many shot soldiers you lifted up from the ground at Fajara barracks and put them in Gumbolo's truck?
Council ko foy hakilo ya mutale aliye sojar jelle ci kandi duma menu be laring aliye menu ci kandi kebulandi Gumbolo la moto kono Fajara barracks is hakilo sa mutano mo jelu lem no wotumo
hakilo ya mutale nsafo nole.
Yes, I can recall and I can say so.
Please tell us.
Council ko awoto afonyeng
follow Lieutenant Dutch Fall ye meng follow bung nga wo ci kale bar hanka bi Lieutenant Fall man fa Dutch Fall man fa follow de abe neji kanne na meta asa neji na nye sele na meta asa jinde bar nga sele ndi wala nyama Gumbolo la moto ko don te fango mbalo be yelo lemu.
First of all, Dutch Fall, Lieutenant Dutch Fall, the first to be killed was the first guy that we lifted and put into the vehicle, and I got my clothes soaked with blood.
No waselen di ba pareta nata nyin dolu buduri fulanjango nyin dolu minu boyta.
Second, if my understanding of Mandinka does not deceive me, I think he did say that at that point he wasn't dead yet.
He wasn't dead, he was gasping for air.
Still, yes. He was still breathing. That's what he suggested. All right, so we have noted that. So you told us that, okay, your clothes were soaked with blood. You put Dotfal in the vehicle. What happened after that?
Council ko enyum fanyam ko ila feto fatolu beketa yeloti aliye Dotfal chika aliya bulandi moto kono. Bawutuma be niji kanga kanyo sele akaji akajam fanyola bari wokola ube kola mune natake
nata nyin toma dolu fana chika nke dundi Gumbolo la moto kono.
Then we lifted the rest of the shot soldiers and we put them inside Gumbolo's truck.
Do you recall how many of them?
Akaye ifo hakilo sa mutale mojelu aliyole chika duma ke bulandi Gumbolo la moto kono.
Sani frewolu be ninga be kafunyoma nkwe asiata molulu tile.
But now all the dead bodies put together, I told you there would be more than 5.
And from what you have said, you recognize only two individuals, Dotfal and Barrow, correct?
Ila kuma kangoto yenyum foko mo fula dorong ye wolle soute o molu kono ye mennu bungonya wolem Lieutenant Dotfal and Lieutenant Basiru Barrow.
Hade.
Yes.
So what happened after these bodies were put in the truck?
Ako mune natake biring alio molu chika aliye bulandi moto banyin kono mune natake okola
Biring anyi molu be chika nge bulandi moto kono.
When we lifted these individuals and put them inside the truck,
Gumbolo e moto mala.
Gumbolo started the vehicle.
Sana sabale ko.
Sana Sabali said,
Yundum barracks de.
straight to Yundum Barracks.
So mbenga kumotiling kata Yundum barracks.
And so we all headed towards the Yundum Barracks.
Nyinto malu beti sojarol be seleta moto kono frewolu be laren dameng anintolu minialon ko cende mabar mo kile mantra lorende bebe laren nim frewol bele be larende amaje ko femfen niaje lorin sojarol le mbiyan ko cidi tiyollem wolle kantol gad.
And all these other soldiers got into the vehicle who were armed, and for those of us who were detainees, we were also in the vehicle, but we were lying down amongst the dead and injured.
So wo kono karen sanyen katale yundum de bari moto nyin kabor nyamen na ntol buka banta jeno de katuntol be lari moto kono.
As the vehicle was going, we would not be able to see from the outside because we were lying on the floor.
So jarol drone be lorin kabri moto kungoto teng ya rawon teng.
It was only the soldiers that were standing from the front of the vehicle to the sides.
So ntol be duma mbebe laring.
So all of us were on the ground amongst the dead.
So did you eventually arrive at Yundum Barracks?
Kansul ko silang fal nata futale Yundum Barracks bang.
Han tatale fom futata Yundum Barracks.
Yes, we went up to the Yundum Barracks and we got it.
Did you have a sense or an idea what time you arrived at Yundum Barracks? Remember, you told us that from Mile 2 prison to Fajara Barracks, you got at Fajara Barracks around 6 a.m. So do you now recall at around what time you arrived at Yundum Barracks?
Ako foi hakilo samuta nole watu men alifutata Yundum Barracks katu be min fala tumen kalbe bola mile tutu men nakata o benta tala woro watu le fe somanda juno so silang wati jumalong ila yirikaroto alifutata sojar korda nyindo
ntol be bola natra ngafule de oto ma fo kude bari tala woro matra ntol be Fajara Barracks de.
Well, if I had said that, maybe I did not say it well, but 6 a.m. did not meet us at the Fajara Barracks.
Because ntol be bola Fajara Barracks wato menna be futala yundum wato menna duntungol be kumakang e be kokule kan fano bina chella.
Because the time we left the Fajara Barracks and got to Yundum Barracks, the cocks were crowing. It was almost morning.
That is fine. We do not expect you to be able to give us a precise information about the exact time, but that is understandable. It was almost dawn as at the time you arrived at Yundum Barracks. That's your testimony, correct?
Akwe abetata tumandul asekeno ite watu fongo lanye exactly watu jumalemu barbitun mo sa mutako wotumo anim fanike wala bina kanyan kan wairi ko duntungul be kuma kan watu men non fo mo sa mutako wo watu lem
Hade.
Yes.
Can you tell us what happened at Yundum Barracks when you arrived there?
Saying isa afono nyebang muneketa Yundum Barracks biral futata ji
Kabrin dunta Yundum Barracks moto tatale ku kaos felenti gadrumon tambitala manfuta ku kaos kenen dimbije ten moto lo taje troko ni gumbolo la moto ni lo tajeleto saje gumbolo.
When we arrived at the Yundum Barracks, we got in and the truck was parked between the cookhouse and the guard room.
Abewo lo mento ten sojarol be jita ntol damalle be jem bebe larenne folode mo mahani ji folode sojarol damalle jita kiditiol.
Then all of the soldiers alighted, those that were having guns, but the rest of us were still inside the truck, and we were all lying on the ground.
wo je freo manji mo manji ko tan na manke birin sojarol jita o kola ntol min ya lon ko manfa.
At that time, only the soldiers that were armed alighted. There was the dead bodies, and those of us who were prisoners, none of us alighted.
Ntol min ya lon ko manfa ntol le kuma folota ka jinan kilin manche ko bele ka jina wata kilinde hanide kilin ne ka ji folo.
So those of us that were not dead, we then began to alight from the truck, and we did that one at a time.
Ngita kilin for a banta.
We alighted one after the other until all of us came down.
Yembe chenchen wala nyaman tata yendundi selo kono.
That was how we were filed and marched into the cells.
At this stage, do you know where the senior officers were? Sana Sabali and the senior officers he was with at Fajara Barracks.
Kansul ko nyin tembeng yalon ne nyaton ko lu menu bije nung ibe min tole Sana Sabali ani nyaton ka kotonglu men yalon ko ibe nung sojar ko da toje alfeje ibe min
wol dolu murtale bare tata dame mawoto londe bare sad fekke pitasingate samba bach anin sojar kotongolo wol bije.
Well, the others, Sana Sabali and the others returned, but I do not know where they had gone to. But Peter Singate, Samba Bach, and other soldiers were there.
Did Sana Sabali return to Yundum Barracks at any point in time that morning, as far as you recall?
Kansul ko foy hakilo bam tale bam Sana Sabali fana ta murunan ne Yundum Barracks wato kono wo wuce kono wati ila mira roto fana ta murunan jele bam
ha nata murunan jele bra damante de.
Yes, he returned, but he did not come alone.
Who did he come with, as far as you recall?
Kansul ko ila hakili ila mira roto anin jumale nata wala Sana Sabali ti boyari katele muruta nan anin jumale nata nyola
animen nata nyola nake auto candidate.
Well, with the people that he came together with, my friend, that was it was a difficult situation.
I think it was more than that. A candidate that was must have been tense
could be terrible and tense and
yes.
Terrifying.
Good, thank you. Can you explain to us munatin a candidate?
Kansul ko ya fenye wairi iko wotembo keta wati kole ngoleti ya kandita mune ya kole yandika kandindi wonya
namo wato minna fano keta silambe ami kono jana ntulbe selo kono.
When the morning came and we were inside the cells,
sojar kunton kolu nyaton kolu apenata ilota.
All heads of the army came. They all came and they stood there.
Who are you referring to when you said all heads of the army came?
Kansul ko ibe juma nyollema niko sojar kunton kolu be nata juma nin juma nyolle nata
kato wo wato nakeba.
At that time, my friend
Edward Singate bije.
Edward Singate was there.
Sana Sabali bije.
Sana Sabali was there.
Babukar Jata bije.
Babukar Jata was there.
Military police ol bije.
The military police were there.
Adila nyaton ko mu Lieutenant Jase.
And their leader was Lieutenant Jase.
Nyeng atodung ikafai Fresa Juf.
There is one called Fresa Juf.
Bari Nigerian olemu.
But he's a Nigerian.
Will bebe jele.
All of them were there.
Peter Singate nyolo.
Peter Singate and the others.
Bele beje.
They were all there.
Sanye inata kanyim freo niminu nata nyola ni hachilu bama nga gumbolo la moto nyi freo wala minu bije ye samba wo ami je fonto koma jana wato lemna mesengol lebe siari nje lemna mesengol le siata woto.
The dead bodies in Gumbolo's truck were taken behind the camp where you had a lime groove.
Itatale ye bade wolle to ye dinka bale si woto.
That was where a big hole was dug and they were buried.
Ye samba wole to itata ke bade.
That was where they took them and buried them.
How did you know this? You were in the cell.
Kansul ko ite yolo nyadile katu otembo ite be selo le kono nungutum.
Ntebe selo kono burentol kalo palantero to tenke yofi.
I was inside the cell, but
jibe.
we used to stand out and look through the window and peep and see them.
Do you recall which soldiers were in the cells with you?
Kansul ko fo hakilo samutale inin sojar jumanyol lebe o selo lu kono je.
Sanye ni sojaro minu be selo kono mo killing nse wole fono.
There's only one person I can talk about.
Wole mu Abulai AJ Dabo Jaranko nying.
Who is Abulai AJ Dabo from Jara.
Nyintoma kotengol wole mu jene personate ntema wole lonkat ni wole fango nene mantra ami camp killing.
These others were GNA personnel, and I do not know them because we were not in the same camp.
Do you know how the hole was dug? The hole in which the officers were buried. Do you know how it was dug?
Council ko yenying officialu sare wo dinko menkono ye bade damin yalo ne bang ya sinya dile
ya sinya men na malonde bam mantraje montaje sindulato.
How it was dug I cannot say because I was not there.
You told us that from inside your cell you were able to peep through the windows to see what was going on. Can you tell us exactly what you saw?
Council ko yenyum foko aliballa selo kono nyawnyal bari alikas yo firo ke palantero la alikaju be membe ke kanu wotumo andun ya foko ye nyilije wotumo le silang afonyem bang yemune jeje
ngamen jeje wole munyenti
What I saw is this.
Birim moto nyin ya bondi abe lorin damento ibita wo jana wo lemna kurolu kono.
Once the truck was moved from where it stood to the lime groove,
je nyabalale ngaje.
I was seeing it.
Ibita damento ngajejele de bare abe lola damento buka jeje node.
Where they were going to, we saw that, but where the vehicle will stop, we did not see that place.
Dinkonyi wulatna ya sinyaonya nyama maje de nyala.
That is why where the hole was dug, we could not see it. I could not see it with my eye.
Bari itul sojar kilingol ni na to biri bota o bade wala ni na to ka senka nyala ibelorin na nyatilingola RSM sanyang la nyatilingola je o kacha kan tulo bala.
But the individual soldiers, once they returned from the burial, they will talk about it. They were standing in front of RSM Sanyang's office, and when they talked, we would normally hear them.
Wolen londala ko ye bade nyim fenko kono yara ye moto samba nyamene tate bade woleto.
That was how we came to know that that was where they were buried. When they took the vehicle, that was where they were taking them to
lemna kuronyin kono lemna kuronyin lemna mesengo
under the lime groove. That was where they were buried.
And you were still in the cells when this burial occurred. What happened after that?
Council ko wotumo albeselo kono wotumo lo nyimbade o ketafa banta sai mune natake wo be kola.
After that, all of them left.
Peter Mantade.
But Peter did not go.
Samba Bach
also stayed.
And
other soldiers also stayed.
For these
others, Sana Sabali and Sadibu Hadra, all of them left. But they will return later. And they did return. That was about 2 p.m. It was about 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
And
in that afternoon,
I
am now going to tell you something very, 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 very serious.
Yalong ntolu Sojarolo ikuriyata bake.
You know, as soldiers, we are very, very cruel.
Ye lieutenantol minu be bondi karla itate sorong sel dolutu.
All of the lieutenants that we are segregated and locked in one cell.
Ntolu mini yalon ko kome ntolu mu private olde.
Some of us were private. I was a private.
Rank tenna.
I had no rank.
Monyolu bije mune jene fana rank tela.
I had other colleagues who did not also have any rank.
Okay. Dolu ben kono wolu musa jino leti.
There were some amongst us who were sergeants.
Dolu ben kono wolu mu couple leti full couple.
There were others who were couples, full couples.
Dolu bije wolu mu lance couple leti.
There were others who were lance couples.
Dulebe sel killing kono wala mu cell number 1 oti membe opposite RSM la office.
All of us were in one cell, cell number 1, which was opposite RSM Sanyang's office.
Bari ñi lieutenant lol mini ya lon koy kabiri fajara barracks ye même from lieutenant to sergeant will bebe separate ne atata fo cell fula.
So all these other lieutenants and sergeants, because if you recall, they were segregated from the Fajara barracks. All of them were locked in 2 cells.
Will bebe wo cell lekono.
All of them were in those cells.
Kabiri wo talam fula tambita.
After 2 p.m.,
Sani urarombe wole kono.
We are now in the evening.
What killing?
One time.
Fem fenite ya lonko sojaro lema ati adunyato nkole mati.
Anybody that is a commander or a senior position holder within the army.
Wato kuno haninte fango malla kombe balula lekatu ngalo ne kombe fala lekatu ikafonyele.
At that point, even myself, I did not have any hope that I would survive.
Could you continue with the interpretation, please? He did say that they were telling us ikafonyele.
Thank you, sir.
Proceed, please.
Council ko continue.
Fem niya lonko hana aketa council member ti namanke yaya damati.
All other council members except Yaya.
Yaya drone be state house.
Yaya was the only one at the state house.
Ika mem for jande yundum barracks nka mem mo yuntulola manta jede.
What was being said at Yundum Barracks, what I heard with my own ears.
Bari Edward Singate.
What Edward Singate.
Sana Sabali.
Sana Sabali.
Sadibu Haidara.
Sadibu Haidara.
Babukar Jata.
Babukar Jata.
Military police.
Military police.
Ibenatale lota.
All of them were there standing.
Let's clarify one point. You said all council members were there except Yaya Jammeh, who was at State House. Is that what you said?
Council ko ngani dinkira senendi yenyum foko sojar nyaton ko lube Yaya Jammeh kola wole tuta State House woto malu be natale akonga woto senendi ba.
No, that was not what I said. I'm sorry. Let me clarify it again.
Okay.
I said all council members, AFPRC council members, were present except Yaya Jammeh. I think that is what the witness said.
Ako yenyina foko council dingolu menu bebe council kono ibena tale na manke Yaya Jammeh ngamira yole fonu.
Ha ngawole fo.
Yes, that was what I said.
And let me read out to you the names of the council members at the time.
Ako mbatna council dingolu be to foye wo tembo mbebe fola yamoy.
Edward Singate, council member, was he present?
Ako Edward Singate mo council kono moleti abijele bang
Abije.
He was there.
Yankuba Toure, council member lem, abijele bang, was he there?
Ako Yankuba Toure fanam be council nyinne kono fa fanam bijele wolum bang.
Yankuba Toure ntemate lom mol kono ntenyin laban na fanga moy na bije fang ntemalon ka bije ka hanningaje fang talo na konyene mo Yankuba Toure.
I did not know Yankuba Toure. I cannot even recognize him from a crowd. And even if he were there, I would not be able to tell.
Sadibu Haidara, was he there?
Ako Sadibu Haidara council molem fa bijele bang
Abije.
He was there.
Edward, did I say Edward Singate? Sana Sabali, was he there?
Ako Sana Sabali, fafanam bijele bang.
Abije.
He was there.
Where did you get the information that all council members were there except Yaya Jammeh?
Council ko yenyin kibaro soto min tole ko. Melu bebe council nyin kono ibe bijele nun wolum na manke Yaya Jammeh ti. Yo kibaro soto nyadile.
Kibari manta da woda nyabe mol minula nyabe lale amanche kon ka kibari le ta dula woda nyabe lale.
It was not a question of getting information from anywhere. They were there and I saw them with my own eyes.
Yes, you have seen them with your own eyes. But did you hear any of the soldiers saying something which made you believe that all members of the council were present?
Akoto nyaay jele bari foya nyi moy mola wala ka moy ko menu bebe council kono ibele bije wolum fo yo fam nyaadile
Ha katu ngatlo mtulo ya mwele Sana Sabali ba fo kan.
I heard Sana Sabali saying it.
Na manke ya damale be state house.
That except Yaya Jammeh, who is at the State House,
Ning guard signal mini bije guard.
and the other guards that were there,
Wol damale mde.
they were the only ones.
Bari nyinto mal nyi sojarol be natale kati kana nyul lefintinde pour kata kayfa.
But all these other soldiers came because they were going to take the detainees to be killed.
Ikawo foten ntulo be la belorente nyabe la.
They said these things and I was listening to them. I was standing and watching them.
All right, so what happened after that? All these soldiers and council members were there. You also mentioned Babukar Jatta. Do you know Babukar Jatta in person?
Akoto nya ya foko nyin council la molu be bijele sojarolu bije andu yenyim fanam foko Babukar Jatta bijele fodum ita fango Babukar Jatta ya lonne sa sute no le bang.
Babukar Jatta ngalon ni ngasutel hannalo tajan safo Babukar Jatta fele.
I know Babukar Jatta. I can recognize him. And even if he stood here, I can tell you this is Babukar Jatta.
Do you recall what position he held at the time?
Council ko foy hakilo ba mutalale place jumale babulu no wotembo makamo mem babulu sojariyatu.
Ha hakilo si bulano adu ngalon hakilo bulatala mancha kasi bulano de abulatale ngalon ne.
I recall. It's not that if I can recall, I do know what position he held.
Can you tell us what position he held at the time?
Afonyen mu makamale babulu no wotembo.
Atelem chief of staff wato.
He was the chief of staff at the time.
Okay, so can you tell us what happened this late afternoon? You said they arrived after 2 p.m. Can you tell us what happened after they arrived?
Council ko afonyen nyin tilibulo mune kataje katu yenyum foko talam flap wato kola le mu ifutataje woto ilaw futoje kola mune natake afonyen bang.
Minnata che wo wato kono wolemu nyabe lorine nimmol min bebe silo kan bo fajara baras kana yundum baras ni sojar wo sojar be kono memme naketa leftananol te kananan fo saji noto.
At that time, all of us were standing, those that were brought from the Fajara barracks, from the rank of lieutenant to the sergeant.
Ye moto nati ya londi.
They brought a vehicle and they parked it.
Wo moto nyim parla bala.
That vehicle had a tarpaulin.
Nte mol minu konti dron lieutenanol dama dron nga minu konti minu nata ten.
Among the lieutenants that I counted at the time,
ye minu ikaminu bondi na selo kono ke sambanang.
those that were brought out from the cells.
Ke dundi wo moto kono ay motang aning fula nyong si.
Those that were brought from the cells and put into the vehicle numbered almost 12 people.
Funding atara mo kilingo tata kamurna nga katatenda kamurna bar ni wonte.
Except someone went back and forth, but otherwise,
nga menu kontin defang nga men kontin ning ala tema hani ali kiyama lo lungola ntengalo ne ko konti bo benyeje
those that I counted,
konti wo dron nga menu konti ay mo tang anim flasile.
Those that I counted, and I said it between me, I said this between me and God, they would number up to 12 individuals.
Ye dundi moto kono.
They were all taken into the vehicle.
Ye parla jindi kan.
And the tarpaulin was folded down.
Bari wolbe.
But all of those,
yara Domandim besura kan fola de fenko le mude balaken sengo.
They were all naked.
Ye kungo tiling brikama ma fangola.
And then they headed towards Brikama.
When
Bari
you
kabonyi military police ngamini foye.
What from
these
military police that I told you about?
Sadibu Haidara, young Nying, atodum.
Babukar Jata,
Peter Singate,
Sadibu Haidara, Peter Singate,
Edward Singate, Sadibu Haidara, you Bele Beje.
All of
Yaya
these were there. It was only Yaya that I did not see.
among the council members, it was only Yaya you did not see. Is that what you just said?
Council ko mennu be councilo nyin kono tumo sojar ka alhakatu sojar council bulla nyin na manke Yaya jammeti imo dam manne je bari ko woto malu be natale.
Yes.
Okay. What do you mean when you said they were all naked? Can you explain what you mean?
Ako iko wolube balakense ngolam wo koto muneti balakense nyaadi lam niyo fo wo koto muneti balakense nyaadi.
Ni ko koto be balakense yalla man koto longala na man ci nyinti ko ye dondi ko bondi bala na fo bote bala kurto bote bala samato bote bala oldomu balakense ngolete amanke juucense ngotide bari balakense ngolem.
Well, if you talk about a meaning in nakedness, I do not understand what the other meaning there could be. But what I do know is that when your shoes have been taken off you, your cap, your shirt, I do not mean completely naked. But for me, if those things are done to you, that would be naked.
So you mean to say that there was at least some form of clothing on them, but all their uniforms were removed from them.
Ela kumo koto munyindati ko amanke ko iju kensen mu bari bitun amunta yela uniform lu be bondi bala jato lu balale ngamira ela kumo molti.
Yes.
And you said you counted up to about 12 officers. Could you remember recognizing any of those soldiers?
Yenyum foko ye kontile hanfo motang anim fula yemenu bulandi o moto kono malong fo mo sitarul kono isi mento fono wala hakelo si bulano menna
Nshimo dantam fono le.
There are few people I can name.
Please go ahead.
Akoyo lu fo
Ning ali hakilo bama nteni molle be grupo kono wato mena mbitakan.
If you recall, I was in a group when we were going with people.
Adung yedol fa fajara barracks to mentuta wo che koyon ka fa mo ko jamme kundam ko nyin che koyo nyin.
Some were killed in Fajara barracks, and those that remain, remember the Kekoyo, the Jamme guy I was talking about, and Nyancho.
Ani Nyancho.
And Nyancho.
Nsewolu fo nole.
I can talk about those.
Wol nata bula wo grupo le kono.
They joined that group.
But yalo mofla wo nyum grupo kono wol tatale. Elef aning lieutenant Muhammad Lamin Jajo yalo borta Fajara barracks le.
You remember 2 people went away, Elef and Momodo Lamin Jajo, who ran away from the Fajara barracks.
Let's clarify that point. Elef escaped from where?
Yundum.
Konga auto senandi elef ate kanata mintole.
Yundum barracks.
Yundum barracks.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Akoy tenteng.
Yalo wo kanatele wolbe na grupo kono.
You know that one escaped. He was in our group.
So grupo ni me yalo konte bulata men kono.
The group that I was in.
Sani amunta ko fladron nga wole suteje sani wolle tutaje.
So now I can only recognize 2 who were left.
Wole mu che koyo nyimbuba ani nyancho sane.
That is this light colored, fair colored guy and Nyancho.
So, excuse me a bit. You saying the people you can recognize are Kekoyo Buba and Nyancho. Kekoyo, you referred to him as Jame yesterday. And I asked you the question whether does the name Buba Jame, Lieutenant Buba Jame, mean anything to you? when you say Kekoyo Buba, are you referring to Lieutenant Buba Jammeh?
Council ko kunun ila diamo kono nyim foko Kekoyo andu ya ato foko Buba Jammeh fodum ako ibe nyin Kekoyo kilingo men fo kanten wala mu Buba Jammeh ti bang
wala mu Buba Jammeh ti.
Is that Buba Jammeh?
Thank you very much. So now we have that clarified. Kekoyo Jammeh, Kekoyo Buba, both names refer to Lieutenant Buba Jammeh.
Tito mandala la nunjuna wala tina tito akakanan hachilo kono.
I was not used to him. That is why his name keeps escaping my mind.
But you now convinced that it's Lieutenant Buba Jammeh.
So council ko silang akoyete mako atew mo kilingolom Lieutenant Buba Jammeh.
Confirmed.
So ni mofulol kono
among these two individuals,
wolle bulata ni mo tannim fula mol kono le.
They were part of the 12 individuals I named.
Apart from these two, did you hear the other people or other soldiers being called by any names? Did you hear their names being mentioned?
Council ko nyimmo fulo kola fodum inata todo moyle be modo tolu fola men ya lonko itataje fodum yo tolu moyle bang nyimmo fulo kola e menu foten
nyimmo fulolu kola mo koten minu bebe e kono e mammo to fo kotoke ntese mem moy nyin dol fana amanche ko mole ka afom ka moy de ka tengelo ne ni to lebe nun silokan.
Apart from these two other individuals, the other officers, nobody mentioned their name, and I have not heard anyone call their names.
Do you know this name, Lieutenant Sey?
Ako fo isi nyin tolo ne bang ikafo meye Lieutenant Sey.
Ha.
Yes.
Did you see him that day?
Council ko fo yo fananjele wolum bang.
Wolum ngajele.
I saw him that day.
Can you tell us where you saw him?
Council ko afanyang woto yaje min tole.
Ngaje ya mutanane ya natinang.
I saw him being brought in when he was captured.
Ya ura.
And they undressed him.
Ya dundi wo selol kono ye wodolu bondi damento yate dundi wolto.
And they took him into that cell where the others were detained earlier on.
Bari je ning alliance je domande ngay tandala ko wo walanna aninyin do la tay mo manke kilintide.
But if you allow me, I will show you that his arrival and the departure of these other officers, we are not part of the same transaction.
Could you explain that again, please, so we understand?
Council ko foi si say wokang ya say kan sata purun sa fahamuno.
Okay. Lieutenant Sey ya nati wa tomina jandi be Lieutenant Sey nati la.
Before they brought in Lieutenant Sey,
Sergeant Kamara
wale
follow nata but nyimmo
was the first one to come.
Nyimmo fulo la na wato wo ning mbemmen kon mbemmen sata kam fa mampare wala because group fula ye wole bondije ye samba.
But in fact, the arrival of Lieutenant Sey is not the same transaction with these other individuals. In fact, I was explaining that, and I'm yet to conclude.
Because you bondi le sinya fulalem group fulalem ya check fok group fulale te group follow ye wole samba inata na murnan kana group fulanyang wotata kanyang talalulu ma fangola o wato le nata wo kola le mbiri nata ye sajin kamara nyin nati aning nyin sajin kamara kola inata na nyin Lieutenant Sey nati woni wo wato tembo.
In fact, the detainees were taken out of the camp in two batches. The first batch was taken, and then they came back and took the second batch. And that was when Lieutenant Kamara and Lieutenant Sey came. We were also brought in.
As far as you know, what happened to this vehicle, the vehicle with the tarpaulin covered over it, draped over it? What happened to that vehicle after the soldiers were put inside the vehicle, the captured soldiers?
Council ko ye sojaro lu menu muta ye bulandi moto men kono hanfo ye mem mura parlala. Wo moto mune nata kyala ye bulandi men kono ye parla murala mune anata kenyadile.
wo moto ko ye be bondigele be nyo tambindi tata Brikama ma fo ye ngutilim Brikama la ma fa
I told you those vehicles, that vehicle departed and it headed towards Brikama.
Did you see that vehicle again?
Council ko foyna taw moto jele kota ke bang.
hani mannaje ko to kede.
No, I did not see it again.
That day, did you see Sana Sabali, other members of the council and the army leadership that was present at Yundum Barracks while that vehicle was there?
Ako fo inata ajele bang ko Sana Sabali aning council din ko tanglu menu nata je fo inata jele jang wato men wo moto nyimbe bola je tumo men na purkata fo inata jele ko take ba
jandi moto kata bang fo moto tarin kola.
Is it before the vehicle left or after the vehicle left?
After the vehicle left, did you see these officers again?
Ako moto nyin taringo kola fo inata nyin nyaton kol jele je ko take bang
ni moto tarin kola nyaton kol betu hani kili mantra je wul be bulata ni moto le no mai tata.
After the vehicle left, no other head of army head was in there. All of them also followed the vehicle.
Fo guards ñol membe campo kono.
Except the guards that were inside the camp.
Aning minibe ntol guard kan na selo to be damento.
And the others who were guarding us in the cells.
Do you know whether these senior officers returned to the barracks?
Ako fo yalo ne bang nyin nyaton kolu fo inata murun nan ne sojar korda to je bang.
Ha.
Yes.
Can you tell us about it? When did that happen?
Ako isi o fono nyele bang waketa wati jumale.
Waketa wato menna taimo wato menna to fono la nka fo ko wati karle me exel de bari iboringo kola nyim ku itata damen iboringo je nata murnan kampo kono le.
I cannot tell you exactly as far as time is concerned, but I can say that they had gone to where they went to and then they returned to the barracks.
Can you tell us what happened when they returned?
Council ko isa fono nyele bang mune keta brin nyilu muruta nan kana ba sojar kampo to kotake.
Inata le bri murta nan kotoke kampo ko nata dolle ta kotoke bulamoto kono ini tata.
When they returned, they picked up another group and left with them.
And did they return a second time?
Council ko fo brini wo group fulanjango tata fo inata murunnan ne kotake sinya fulanjango to
adanta woto imanna murnan kotoke na menje wole musamba bach.
That was it, that they never came back again. The only one I saw was Samba Bach.
Wole murtanan kampo kono.
It was the only one that returned back to the barracks.
Barnyinto mal be.
But these others,
all
others, they went, where they went, I cannot say.
Do you know what eventually happened to the soldiers who were put in that vehicle which was draped with the tarpaulin?
Ako fo yalo ne bang mune keta wo motola moto me yalo ko ye parla mura akang wotu mo mol ba kono hanfa botaje yalo ne moto nyin anata kenyadi le bang
ko fo moto aka kenyadi
anata kenyadi le ye parla mura moto men na men botaje anata laban nyadi le ye men longato
ko e na ibele tata nyola e tata ifindita le.
I told you they all left. They left out of the camp.
Did you eventually learn what happened to those soldiers?
Council ko fo nata lonne bang yo sojarolu menu samba mun nata kewlula
manke nyala bring itata dawoda itata damento mawo to je adumanta je ntebituta kampole kono.
It was not in my presence wherever they went to because I was left in the camp.
So mbeje nyamento nyamantra femfenje kai be menche ka warang be menfo kan ntulo se memmoy.
So as I was in the camp, I did not have the opportunity of seeing what was being done or hearing anything.
Did you hear about what happened to the soldiers who were taken out of the camp?
Ako fo nata moyle bam men keta wo sojarolu la ye men no fintinde campo kono nya ye samba
foning akola.
It was only after
wato minna wo tambitale wo tata fo tilisaba nyong
It took up to about 3 days after.
wato kono ka sojarol dolle mutanangi ke sambanang
They began arresting all the soldiers and bringing them in.
mbije
I was in there.
na jamale jede
I saw many.
katu otu trawale fajara farfenyen kolem
Because Otu Tarawale, he was,
ya mutananne ya wura ya sambanang
he was from Farafenye. He was also arrested and brought in and stripped naked.
selo kono
He met me in the cells.
Mr. Witness, we will come to that. The question I asked was, did you eventually come to learn about the fate of those soldiers who were removed from the Yundum barracks and taken towards Birkama direction?
Council ko mbina futata wo male e kam men foteng bar bitum ay nyinin kamen na wolem sojarolu mennu ye fintindi campo kono je inita ta Birkama ma fangola fo inata moyle men keta wolula akonyin kola
nata moyle bare nka jel damen to foetan tanko manje fo moy rote satanola
I eventually know, but that is why I'm trying to explain this thing I'm telling you about, because without the explanation, we will not be able to understand each other.
Fair enough. Can you proceed? You're now telling us that 3 days later, 002 Tarawale from Farafenye was arrested and he was brought in. Proceed from there, please.
ako woto abetata isitente bitu ibenyine fokan nunko otu trawale ya muta farafenya nan ya anati ya urang ya fanam futandi maji
Nko Farafenye nko.
farafenya nko
Ya mutale ya nati.
ya mutale ya nati
Mafoko ya muta Farafenye de.
kama fo ya muta farafenya bari ya mutale ya nati fo bitu ibole fokan nu ako isitente
ya mutanan dawoda malonde ntengaje ya nati kampo kono dron
Wherever he was arrested, I cannot tell you, but I can tell you that he was brought into the camp.
Omar Njai
Omar Njai,
Kopulu Njai lem farfenyen kolem fanati
Kopul Njai is also a native of Farafenye.
ate ya bunne asimoto janga wuto
He was shot at the leg by the thigh.
fo aksani asinkilingo dron akatama no wola bake bare nyindo mambamba bake because ya bunne
Because he was shot, he was limping.
ya samanang dundi ya samanang selo kono
He was also brought and locked up.
private babay mane
Private Bye Mane,
ya fana mutanang ya samanang
he was also arrested and brought in.
mbije dron
So there we were.
ngaje sojarol tinki tanka liparobe cekan kurum krabol be cekan
And I saw a commotion.
cekan ngala
People were kicking and beating each other.
mbelori mba jibela
Excuse me, who was beating who? Let's clarify that, because it's not like a fight. It was not each other. Who was beating who?
kansul ko amanke ko kelole be kerim bar bitum ako juma nyolle be juma bute kan
sojarol uniform tiolu nila kidolu iba lipaka ibe mo lipakan
Soldiers with their uniforms and their rifles were beating an individual and bringing him in.
Could you clarify who was being beaten?
ko isa senen di nyo bang ibe jumale lipakan wonya
nkawole mari nkana wole to foete ka
That is what I'm telling you.
Kabare.
This is the guy I'm telling you about, Sergeant Nyang Kabare.
Wole natikan
He was the one that was being brought in.
ya samanang
They brought him in.
saji nyankabare
Sergeant Nyang Kabare. Yes.
mbije
We were
nata
there.
kopulu nying afelente do kola jang terminal auto kebe
Then they brought one corporal. He now works at the terminal, Kebe,
kopulu kebe
Corporal Kebe.
ate ya bunne ya nyini singo asingo nyi hanne ya mutate ngakalajang
They shot him and broke his leg.
because kulonyin fanka finti banta
And the bone was protruding out of the body.
alanyin wutu kulonyin kesoye wole ma ay wole tey ay kuntule
A bullet struck his bone, the thigh bone, and it was protruding out of the body.
yewo tinki tankana yewo sambanang
So they brought him in.
ya tinki tanka ya sambanang
So he was helped and helped to come in.
tinki tanka to abkan to man forno
What a phone holiday.
yeah
he was lifted
Well, he was,
Would it mean dragging?
he was, well, close to that. Yes.
Ye fem fem fo tubabu kango to mbuka karande mbuka fedo ban ya fon kalon ne de.
Yes, well, he was helped to come in, dragged in sort of, yes.
Okay, ye wo sambana mbije
So they brought him and I was there.
inatana boy do nati
Then they brought one other boy.
wo mu jene personality.
He's a GNA personnel.
Ye wo sapana sambana selo kono.
He was also brought into the cells.
Mbije.
I was there.
Kopulu chebe
Couple Kebe,
be kumbo kang
he was crying.
ngama koy.
I
Na
help-
landi aye jang
I helped him and I made him to lay down
because abuka lono.
because he was unable to stand.
Kopulu njay Omar njay
Couple Njai, Omar Njai,
atefana singo be yelo be fenke kandrong.
his leg was also bleeding.
Bari tul sojar kilingo inata jeko
But the soldiers themselves came to realize that
kebe de abatata bakele.
Kebe was very, very, very tired and weak.
Inata na yeselo dayele.
Then they came and opened the door of the cells.
Ya te bondije ya samba malong fo banjun nembang fo lopitani jumale ya samba woleto.
They took him out, and I do not know whether he was taken to Banjul or what other hospital that they took him to.
Mare kabiri ipareta uta imasa manan selo kono koto kade ya samba direct mile 2.
But after that, he was not brought back to the cell again. He was taken direct to mile 2.
So ntolu tutaje fo jandung iba fula lokun hapola mbijele bar mbuka domori kede
so we
nte
were-
buka domoro nte man domoro soto mbuka jiyo soto mbe minna wolungolu kono nte buka min mbuka jiyo soto no mbe min minna fam mbuka soto mbuka min mbuka domori ke.
So we remained in the cell for a period of almost a week, and during that period, we did not have food, nor did we have any water to drink.
Kala duma banko to teng
We
bala
lie,
tensengo
we lie on the floor,
mbuka nku
and we did not take any bath,
kato ika funyile ko mbe falale
because they keep telling us that they were going to kill us.
mom parede
I'm not ready yet.
gael natana na koto ke selo daele
And they,
saji nyankabare
and they came back and they opened the door of the cells, Sergeant Kabare,
saji nyankabare
Sergeant Nyang Kabare,
mafuji sonko
Mafuji Sonko.
nkumata ko sila untela wato sitale ko
Then I said to myself, well, my time has come.
pantengalo ne saji nyankabare ya fala ko ite bulala be falale
Because I know that Sergeant Nyang Kabare was told that he was not going to be released, he was going to be killed.
so sanyi ni be saji nkabare chili kai kante chili ole munyite san fran katale
So since he was told that he was going to be killed and his name was called and my name was also been called, it was certain to me that I was also going to suffer the same fate.
ndefana pisalta woto
So I felt so jittery and confused.
ye saji nyankabare aninte fango mafuji sonko yen samba selo min kono
They took Sergeant Nyang Kabare and myself, Mafuji Sonko, the cell that they took us into.
salo nyin aketale yamu selo nyin
The cell,
bung be bung kono
it was like a house inside of a house.
ibe da yele la jang
You will open a door here,
ye dun kono to
you walk inside,
ye da yele kotoke
you open another door,
ye dunga kono
you get into that door,
ye da taw
you close the door
hani
behind
bulo
you.
ni akete bukaje de
Even if you stretch your hand in front of your face, you will not be
ibe
able to see
digne
it.
yen samba woto ntengalo ne
place
ko
was
sanyi
so dark.
lakirata wato sitale
So then I knew that my time has come. I was going.
mbe jele kambile bar wo wato kono jele tekerinde
Today we are laughing, but on that day, it was not a laughing matter.
because saji nyankabare ya sitila bulo nyin fo funuta
Because Sergeant Nyankare was tied in his hands to the extent that his hands were swollen,
beje wato mina yenkeje
when they put us inside there,
ngo wato bejele katu wato keta tilbulo ma fanala fo wo nyon somo nda talanta ma fangola
we were there because when we were taken there, it was in the afternoon, and we were there until the afternoon of the other day.
pita singate nata wato mina ning nying samba bach
Peter Singate arrived, at the time he arrived, and Samba Bach.
samba bach nata na ye selo yele fatu ya yele
When Samba Bach came, the doors of the cells were quickly opened.
umar njanyulu ya miran ko bitam falale
Omar Njai thought that they were going to kill us.
Biriye yentoli yeleron nata nuftata gadru moto lota.
When the doors were opened and we were brought to the guard room, we stood.
Ikonye ko pita konye ko demal ci biir cell bi.
Then Peter said to me, "Get into the cell."
Ini saji nyankabare metal diamo la jey lota jey be diamo la de ntefana kallo palantero ton kejibe ntefana ko jata ba ke
They were there, Peter Singati and Sergeant Nyankabare, they were discussing, and I was in the cell and I was listening to them. That time I was headstrong. Because I always want to make sure that everything that was happening that I saw.
Let's leave it there for a moment, and we go for the break. When we come back, you will tell us what you heard and what you saw, the things that happened subsequently. Thank you very much for being so helpful.
Council ko inumbara nsabula jam follow ngata daharingola betun nim muruta nang wotumo esitenten ibe mem fokanyen nsitenten ka kumoto labang inumbara bake.
Madam Chair.
Bismillah.
Thank you. We take a break and come back at midday. Thank you.